Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TRWC Tailgate Party. I am Majestic Marie alongside Ray all day. How are you doing, sir?
Awesome. How are you?
I am doing good. They are not they are not teasing anything for this episode.
I
We
don't.
have 3 matches and nothing else.
It's literally three and a lot of filler. I don't know. For 2 hours, I don't know how they're going to do it, but sure.
Um Usually when they do this, they have something planned and they just don't want to tease it. They don't even have any talking segments scheduled publicly. Usually they say we'll hear from Swerve Strickland or we'll hear from MJF or whatever, but we don't have anything.
Zero. Like you're not going to hear from. I don't know. It's just weird.
It is weird, but nevertheless we're here and we're going to do the best we can with what we got. But let's go ahead and get down to business. Make sure you guys follow the Real Wrestling Community on Facebook if you haven't already. If you're here with us from their channel, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're not, go and head over there and give those guys a like. They're awesome. And before we get into it, we have a tradition here where we let the Briscoe brothers get us all hyped up. So let's go.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
It never gets old.
Never.
Christina's here and she's saying hello, hello. Hope you had a good holiday. Did you have a good holiday, Ray?
Yes, I had a very good holiday. Very relaxing. Hang out with the family and all that good jazz. How about you?
It was very good. We had to drive home afterwards, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh, nice, nice. I see you at the gym lifting more than orange. That's good. I see you. Like, look at her. She's up to 20, 30 pounds. That's 20, 30 more than he can lift. That's great.
Hey, now. On the flies, I was at 70, so.
I said that's 30 pounds more than he can lift. That's what I said. I said you're about 30 pounds more than he can lift. You're at 70, so he's like 20, 30. You're blowing him out the water now.
Yeah, I can do okay on machines, but I have really weak wrists, so when I move over to free weights, it's a little less than that, but, I do the best I can. All right, so let's talk about the 3 matches that we do have on the card, and then we'll just kind of talk a few minutes about the stories that are going on. I believe that All Out is this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Chicago.
Okay, well, I hope everything goes well, and the show will be better than it was last year. I know everything was kind of, there was kind of a bad aura in the air, I guess, from last year because of all the CM Punk stuff happened right around this time. It always seemed to happen on the Chicago shows. It was weird. Like 2 years in a row, he like
why is this always happening?
Yeah, but hopefully that they will have a good show. That's what we're all hoping for. But for tonight, we have an AEW Women's Championship match. Mariah May versus Nyla Rose. Ray, I'm sensing a pattern here. They only dig up Nyla Rose when they want their champion to beat her. Is that just me?
I think we're both reading the same book and we're on the same wavelength. So I feel like she's turned into, hey, I need to look credible. I need to be a champion that looks strong. So let me beat Nyla Rose.
Yes.
And Nyla Rose was a former champion. So it's not like she's a scrub. So I'm confused as to like, why are they like putting her in that position?
But they're always, since she lost the title, that's kind of been the role she's playing. Even on Ring of Honor, they only brought her out to get beat by Athena, and it's like, okay, she's really good. Why are we doing this?
I don't get it. Like why are you making her like, I don't know. It's weird because she's like the big man for the women's division that's always losing to everybody.
Right.
Crazy.
And, I guess if you're a monster, period, no matter where you're at in the women's division, in the men's division, whatever, if you are built like a monster, then everyone has to slay you, I guess.
If you look like you can defeat everybody, you're going to get beat by everybody.
Yeah, poor Lance Archer and Wardlow. Where is Wardlow?
Where is Wardlow? Hobbs.
Hobbs is injured.
Okay. Well, he was another one, but now it's not Lance Archer, it's Lance Hoyt.
Did he change his name? I mean, I know that Hoyt is his real last name, but did he change his stage name too?
Yeah, I think he changed it back to Lance Hoyt.
Okay.
Beating so jobbers, and I saw some video of him like on Dynamite not Dynamite, on Collision or something.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, weird. But yeah, Nyla Rose, I don't know. Like, she's like top of the mountain, this unstoppable force when she first came there, and now she's like a doormat, and everybody just walks all over. I'm like, what happened?
I don't know. Scarlett is here. Welcome, Scarlett. We're starting to get most of our people today are on YouTube. So, guys, thank you so much for showing up on YouTube. We appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate it.
Anyway, there's 100% chance of Mariah May winning this.
I would say 200%.
Sorry, Nyla.
Sorry. Thanks for participating. Did she get a participation trophy for this, or she gets nothing?
Well, I hope so. She deserves something.
She deserves at least that for just showing up and saying, hey, I came and did my job.
Right, exactly. We have another championship match. And it's Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. And please, let's make sense of this. Okay, Kyle Fletcher has been beaten by every single person lately. He just got beat by MJF. He got beat by somebody else, and I can't think of their name right off the top of my head, but he's been beaten quite a bit, but he gets a title shot.
Because he beat Ishii.
Oh.
So that, I guess that makes him no more contender. I don't know how that formulates into that, but
Ishii loses all the time too.
I know. So it's a battle of who gets pinned more.
Okay.
I have no idea about this. First of all, I don't know if Kyle is face or heel because he was defending Ospreay. Then he got into this fight with Ishii, so I assume he was a heel. Now he's fighting Okada, who's obviously a heel because he's with the Elite. So what side of this? Like, AEW sometimes does this a lot. Like, pick a side. You're either mean and hate kids, or you're nice and you help people across the street. Like, pick a side. You can't this tweener thing. I don't like it.
I think he's just preoccupied with dancing with Mercedes Moné and calling everyone the B word.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Okada.
That's Okada. But at least Okada has a defined line. Like, he's a heel. He's with the Elite. He uses the B word. And it's like, okay. I'm okay with it. I know who you are. Kyle is like, he's flip-flopping. Pick a side, bro.
I was really hoping and thinking that they were going to like have Kyle turn on Will Ospreay at some time, and then Will Ospreay has to fight the Don Callis family. But that they tease stuff all the time, and then they never follow through. Like, they tease how many times did they tease Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, and then they never followed through?
Never.
Like,
they set it up. Well, Kyle took the beating for his bro, and like, we're done with the Don Callis family. And I thought when Garcia showed up, I thought this was going to be it. I really thought under the mask was Fletcher. I thought he was going to turn on Ospreay, but no. And now they're just completely abandoning the story.
Yeah, it's like, where'd it go? Okay.
Like, it never. Like, what? So now he's in this feud with Pac, and I'm like, huh?
Nothing makes sense.
Like, the only storyline they've actually followed through on is the May Tony Storm feud.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one. Oh, and they're doing more with the Ospreay MJF slash Dan Garcia. So at least those are the only two. Everything else is kind of like gets hot and they let it go. Gets hot, let it go. So I don't know.
Okay, well, next up we have the BCC versus the Triple O. We have the Ospreay, the O'Reilly, and the OC versus the BCC.
The OCC versus the BCC.
Right?
I may take an NAP.
It won't be that bad. It
No.
won't be that bad.
If match there's hope.
Ospreay and O'Reilly is really good. Orange Cassidy has his moments. I know you're not a fan of him, but he has his little moments.
Ugh.
And then we have Claudio and Wheeler Yuta and Pac on the other side. And this is not for the titles, by the way, the trio championships. This is just a match. So I think they just put this together for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with fun.
I'm okay with it. I mean, at least Pac and Ospreay have like a little feud going. I can see the BCC and Pac winning. O'Reilly will take the pin.
Interesting. Because they can't have Orange Cassidy take the pin, right?
He's Superman, and you can't put Ospreay down because he's the golden child, so it's got to be O'Reilly. He gets beat by everybody, so it makes sense. It creates, Pac will get the pin and, bullet to that character. She's getting the title shot this weekend, right?
Who?
Pac. He's fighting Ospreay for the belt this weekend at Chicago?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's getting the title shot because he won that tournament, whatever that was.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. He just won, didn't he?
Yeah. Did you see when he does? Yeah.
He should.
He should. He might as well.
I mean, he's won title. He just won titles with those dudes, so he might as well. Speaking of the BCC, Jon Moxley went rogue, and we don't know what the heck is going on over there with him. Marina Shafir is with him doing something, and I don't know what it is.
I'm so confused.
I mean, they have Tony Khan, who we know who Tony Khan is. He's over the show, blah, blah, blah. On screen, well, he's referenced to as running the show, right? He's not on screen, but he's referenced, right?
Uh-huh.
Then we have the EVPs who say that they run the show because they're EVPs. Now, Jon Moxley is saying that it's his company. We got too many people trying to take over the show.
When in reality, me and you are really running the show.
Yeah, because they watch TRWC Tailgate Party every week and say, hey, you know what? They have great ideas. Let's listen to them. And that's how it goes to everybody. So if Tony Khan watches our show, then you guys should too.
Exactly. If Tony Khan takes time during his day to watch the show, there's no reason why you can't. That's going to be the new commercial. Tony Khan watches. Why aren't you?
Exactly. Randy Taylor is here and he says hello. Howdy, howdy.
I don't know what this is about. I hope it has nothing to do with Shane. I'm praying to God because that would just be awful. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. If Shane is starting to try his own little faction,
he's gonna come onto a split screen and say, "Tony, I bought
half of AEW, so it's half."
Yes.
Or something like that.
He bought Ring of Honor. I don't know.
Yeah, he bought Ring of Honor. I don't know. If he's gonna start like an NWO faction, then I'm gonna really get sick. That's like, please don't. Please, been there, done that.
I'm guessing somebody was not a fan of the Invasion days.
No, please don't do this to me. Please. If you're going to go down this weird, awkward, narrow road, please have a nice, smooth landing. Because right now it's bumpy. I'm in turbulence on the plane for the last 30 minutes. I want this a nice, smooth landing at the end.
Christine says they don't know who's in charge. No, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Sure feels like it. I'm with you. I don't know either.
You seen what they did to ACW? I'm not familiar with ACW.
I don't know what ACW is.
But
It's awkward.
it's awkward, but I'll give John Moxley this. He has an aura about him that whenever he's on screen, you're going to pay attention.
100%. His mic is phenomenal.
Oh,
Look is
WCW.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they trashed WCW after they bought it.
Yeah, please don't take over. I don't know. I know Maria Shafir is part of this. I don't know.
I don't know either, but what we do know is that Jack Perry is going to challenge Bryan Danielson at All In because he won that match last week.
Yeah, and he beat what's his face, Darby like a drum.
Yeah.
In record time for a casket match.
Yeah. Well, Jack Perry was in a number one contenders matchup on Wednesday night, and he won. So, therefore, we get this. He has his own title. I don't know why he can't just. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know. Be happy defending that, but
I mean, it just seems so convoluted because we have Darby Allin. He has a shot at the title. We have Christian, who's running around with a shot at the title. And now we have Jack Perry, who has a shot at the title. There's a lot of moving pieces, and it's convoluted, and it's confusing. But I like Bryan Danielson.
So do I. And it gives him some credible, title defenses before he ends up ultimately, I think, dropping it to Swerve.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. See, this came out of left field. I thought I knew where they were going, and now this just kind of threw me.
Yeah.
Unless they're just doing this just to put Bryan Danielson on the card.
Yeah.
And Jack Perry on the card without having to have two separate matches, I guess.
Yeah.
And Jack Perry's going to get booed out of the building because they're in Chicago.
Yeah.
So
just get destroyed.
Yeah, so just take that heat and put it behind a big baby face like Bryan Danielson. It works.
Amen. By the way, no shot of winning.
I believe that it's going to be MJF and Daniel Garcia. Have they announced that officially for this weekend, or
that's this week?
Yeah, I thought so.
That should be a great match. I don't know how that's going to end. It's got to end in some type of double count out or something, because you can't just come back and just automatically just lose again.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens. I'm glad that this match is happening because we talked a while ago about how they don't follow through with stuff, but they actually did here with Daniel Garcia. It would be weird if Daniel Garcia didn't come back and try to get revenge on MJF. But on the other hand, MJF just lost the title to Will Ospreay. Do you want him to lose again? But Daniel Garcia did just come back. Do you want him to lose?
Yeah, it's a tough, fine-edged sword. Do you, again, like you just said, do you want MJF, who just lost, to lose again? Or like you said, Garcia? It's a tough call. I mean, the only thing I could think of is one of them has to lose, cheap. If Garcia gets pinned because he uses the ring, but beats MJF to death or something like that.
Interesting.
But I don't know.
I don't know either.
Push,
Garcia has a unique ability of being able to lose in style too. So if he does lose, I don't think it'll hurt him all too much because he usually looks pretty good even in defeat. So
he's really getting over.
Yeah, it's a match that I'll be paying attention to the most.
100%.
All right. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. All 23 minutes of it.
That's going to be brutal. As long as the landscapers are there and there's no tree, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. Your favorite.
Yep. Don't give me some surprise new branches showing up. No.
Oh, boy.
No, Nope. This not one of those DC movies where you regenerate. Nope. Trees chopped down. Let's move on. Please, God, no.
Let's hope that you're right. Well, guys, that's the show. That's everything we've got going on. Like I said, AEW gave us nothing today. So we're going to have to cut it short because honestly, we don't have anything else to talk about. I will be back Friday afternoon around 5 o'clock to do a Bash in Berlin reaction show on Peaches and Power Bombs. So make sure you go over there and take a look at that. But other than that, Ray, is there anything else that you have to talk about before we leave?
My new show is going to be called the Ray All Day Wrestling Experience. So be on the lookout for it.
All right, guys.
It'll be coming soon, and you'll be seeing it. And my first guest, you know who she is. Can't wait.
All right, guys.
All right.
We'll see y'all later.
See you guys.
Bye.